but it's a metaphor. And metaphors are important. My gold stars are a metaphor for me being a star.
I'm not mad because I'm here now because of that.
Because of that. I'm saying Lea Michele is here, ladies.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey, Mama.
Leah's like, why are you playing that?
I know. It's like 11 years old. I sound like a baby.
Yeah, but how precocious and talented were you as a baby?
I mean, I definitely like to stand in front of people and sing.
Yeah.
I started singing when I was 8.
Okay.
And then I didn't really know I could. I went on an audition, I got it, and then I was working like the next day. So it all kind of happened really quickly.
That fact. What made you decide to go to the audition? Was your parents pushing you?
No.
Okay.
See, I was born and raised in the Bronx, and my friend wanted to go on an audition for a Broadway show, and I didn't know anything about Broadway, and I was like, I'm going to do it for fun as kind of like just tag along. Mm-hmm. And my mom was like, you can't sing, and my dad was like, you're a really good dancer, which like couldn't be like more of a lie. And I went on the audition, and I got it, and then I was working on Broadway 2 weeks later.
Wow.
So,
and you've been working ever since.
And I've been working ever since. Thank God.
Thank God.
Wow.
Knocked on something.
What are you from the South Bronx? What part of the Bronx you from? Eaton Wall Projects? You seem like you from the projects, Leah.
Do I? Is that what I seem like?
That's a no.
Leah ain't from no damn projects. You better talk to OQ.
At least she real about it.
Guys, I'm turning red.
Well, that's great that it worked out. How did you deal with rejection in the early part of your career?
Man, I kind of, that's fun. I really wanted it. I wanted it really, really, really bad. And then when there was something that I wouldn't get, it did hit me really hard, but I bounced back very quick. Like, I remember there was like one part, I really wanted to be an Annie. I wanted to be an Annie so bad. But they were like, you're not right for this. And I was crushed. Like, I literally remember but I was in my room for like a little while. I let it feel really bad. And then I was like, all right. Didn't get that, on to the next thing.
On to the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
How many next things, DB? Just give a couple of those next things that Lea Michele has done.
She got an Emmy, Golden Globe, and Grammy nominations for Glee,
Yes.
playing Rachel Berry. And then I love Scream Queens because they're talking about bringing that back.
I
And
know.
We'll see what happens, but I'm having a hard time reading some of these notes because of that wedding ring that's on her finger.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Bling, bling.
Damn.
That's a blinder.
That guy loves you.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
And then New Year's Eve.
That was so great.
And that was an amazing movie with so many
Great cast.
Like, who did you
Yeah.
bond with? I know this stuff is old, but you never been here.
No, I know. So we got
So
a lot
we
to
gotta catch up.
Okay, we started at where I was born. Now we're kind of at like 23, I think. I'm 33, so we've got 10 more years to cover.
Okay.
I only worked with Ashton on that movie. We were
okay.
like locked. We were literally in the movie locked in an elevator together.
You were
The
mean
whole
as
time.
hell to him, too.
Well, I was? Oh, in that movie I
In
was.
the movie you were. Yeah, not in real life.
Do you
in the
have
movie.
like moments in your life where you like think you're like, I did that? Like, I literally, like, to think now, like, I did a movie where I was locked in an elevator with Ashton Kutcher. Like, it's just, like, weird to think that, like, happened.
Yeah.
But it did. And it was awesome. And that was so great. And I think I was, like, very overwhelmed because I'd never done a movie before. Mm-hmm. And everything with Glee was, like, happening really quickly. And then next thing you know, it's like, will you be in this movie? And it was like, oh, my God. So I think now, so many years later, I'm actually just now being like, wow. And I tried. I remember in those moments being like, okay, appreciate and look where you're at and not take it for granted. But it all now, because that was such a whirlwind of a show that, one day we were singing for Obama and the next day we were at Oprah within like 24 hours.
My gosh.
Wow.
And
Did
it
she
was
just
like
say, did she just done all
or less, like literally.
Wow.
And so it was like a lot to kind of like take in. But I did my best to kind of like every time be like, okay. But still, we were really young.
You were really young. But
Yeah.
is that when you signed was Columbia your first label?
Yeah.
Okay, so that movie and your signage happened at the same time.
No, so with Glee, they came in, they were like, we want to sign you, and they wanted to make a record early on, and I just think that there was so much happening that I probably would have made a record, and it probably would have been very successful, but I just knew that I wouldn't have been okay if I had to split myself. We were in the recording studio every week recording minimum 10 songs. We recorded over 800 songs on Glee. I think right now, only Drake might have beat us for more Billboard top hits, but I still think we beat any artist,
else, yeah.
more than Michael Jackson, more than any artist
Wow.
we did. So to think that I had to go on that show, to do the show and do my best and sing, it'd be like, okay, now you go, you're going to be in the studio and you're going to do Salt and Pepper, and then next song you're going to sing a Celine Dion. Sure, I can do that. And so to think of also making a record was a lot for me. So I waited a couple years, and then I released my first record.
Wow, man, your career is crazy in a good way. In a good way. And I would imagine because you got to switch minds constantly, especially when you're on different platforms, and then you even sing in different genres of music in different environments. But to me, Broadway, you did Broadway. It's the perfect training ground for whatever anybody throws to you.
That's literally
right?
what I say to everybody. I say nothing could have prepared you for Glee, because that is a recipe for really, incredible success, such a blessing, don't get me wrong, but very hard. And Broadway was the best preparation that I could have ever asked for to help get my mind and my body ready to do what I needed to do, every day.
This is your interview, but but I'm going to interject myself in your story, okay? Because I worked in radio from the early 90s, and then I started work at an MTV in 2000, and all of that work, well, I was also, Heather B and I both worked as artists as well. All that work prepped me, so by the time I got to MTV, and they were throwing me in live situations like,
You were
he's
like,
going to fuck it
I
up.
got this.
No, I'm like, yo, who? What? Throw 5 of them at me.
Yeah.
And I could switch minds and go from interviewing a Bono to a Jay-Z. That was a stunt right there. Bono and Jay-Z, that's it. But that grew me. And I say that because a lot of young folks nowadays don't have patience for the training.
It's a different generation.
You're sensing that, right? They don't want to climb the ladder. They just want to get to the
That's
top of it.
because they don't have to anymore, because there's such instant success that can be made right here on our phone, but I'm grateful that, last night I sang live on TV and I still get super nervous, like so nervous, but I think that that's a good thing because there's still stakes and it means that I'm still trying hard. And, I see the young kids. I think it's awesome and great, but I come from kind of a different world. And when you're 8 years old and you have to go on stage on Broadway and perform, there's no one that's going to hold your hand when you're on the stage. No one's going to say, okay, now, no, you just go out there and you have to know everything that you're doing. And I'm grateful to have that kind of experience in my life.
Man, Lea Michele is here, ladies and gentlemen. We're having a little a lecture hall.
Deep.
Yeah, come on, but you're so fun, and I'm a big fan. You guys want to talk with her? 888-742-3345. We got Lauren on the line from Jersey. What up, Lauren?
Hey,
Jersey,
Lauren.
stand up, Lauren.
Woo!
Hi, Leah.
Hi.
I can't believe I'm actually talking to you right now.
Hi, what's up?
I love you so much.
Thank you.
I guess I don't know what to ask, but I guess my question would be, who's your dream duet?
Ooh, dream duet. That's a real tough one. But I sang with Kelly Clarkson last week, which was a dream for me. But I would say it's Adele. I want to, yeah.
You ever get it? That's a. Oh, hey, Lauren, how you doing? By the way, the team is here too. Hey, Lauren. Hey, Lauren. Great question, by the way, Lauren. For great question.
Thank you.
Do you get
Thank you for letting me ask that.
Okay.
Thank you, Lauren.
Nice.
Do you get intimidated by people with powerful voices, like having a duet? Not intimidated to the point where you can't be around them, but damn it, I gotta perform.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to play tennis with someone and you know how to play tennis well, you want to play with Serena Williams. So if I'm singing with someone, I want them to be good because they're going to only make me want to be better and push harder. So it's certainly intimidating and it's really scary, but it's only going to make me want to try harder.
Okay, that's fair.
People deal with nerves, Leah, all the time. Were you nervous last night because it was like the Rockefeller Center and the Christmas tree and you knew everybody
I was so nervous that I had to have my husband bring a little airplane bottle of Johnny Walker so that I knew that the minute I walked off that stage
Yes.
that I had something
It's
to look
beginning
forward
to
to.
slide.
No, not before. The minute I was done.
Yeah.
I really do experience more nerves, I think, than people realize. I'm glad that I make it look
so
easy.
easy. Yeah, no.
But I do get really nervous. But I think that's because I don't I will never be the kind of performer that can just go out there and be like, whatever, I'm just going to sing.
Mm-hmm.
I start the minute I wake up. I think about it. I prep. I do everything I have to do. I mean, I have to sing again in a couple minutes, so I have my tea. I have all that stuff,
okay.
and it's like
Fishbowl.
I don't take it lightly.
Good.
And I always say the real time to get nervous is the minute I'm not nervous, because I think that will mean that I don't care anymore, and I really care a lot. We're deep.
Yeah,
We
just.
I ran into Deepak Chopra at the I was at GMA and he was there, so I think I picked something
Ready.
up.
Yeah.
I
You're still on
I
that
got
frequency.
him deep with Deepak.
Yeah, I see what's going
But
on.
it's the truth, and I really do get that. I have that still to this
That's
day.
dope. No, good.
Is there anything else besides just being very, very prepared? Is there anything else that eases performance anxiety for you?
My mom. I love having my family with me. I like having something to look forward to doing like after. And I mean, as far as like easing, it's just about keeping like a good vibe around me right before, and not letting the chaos of other things get in the way.
Right.
It's like, let's keep it really chill and relaxed and focused and super prepared, and go out and do a great job, and then I can have fun.
Right.
But of course I'm always just too tired to have fun, and I'm like, oh, I said I hyped it up, I'm like, we're gonna go out tonight, and then I'm like, I'm going home.
That's it,
I'm
right?
too tired.
That's what's up. Lea Michele is here from the Bronx, the boogie down Bronx, the home of hip hop. I know you're a hip hop head. It's in your blood. You got a favorite rapper?
Me?
Yeah.
Jay-Z, what do you mean?
Okay, there it is.
Hey.
Okay, round of applause. Sorry, Leah.
Great
It
answer.
was a
They didn't
rhetorical
put no tea
question.
in it.
Oh my God.
She's drinking the hot water. What? I would think no
Is this
tea.
the first time someone here in your studio has drank tea?
No.
Okay.
People, yeah, they bring in tea. They bring in
good.
stuff.
Just making sure. I don't want to I don't want you guys to think less of me with my
You're
tea.
good.
Nah, man. It's just the way you dipping it with your ring finger just in front of it.
It would have been the first time somebody was drinking straight up hot water. I was impressed. It was like, damn.
J-Lo is from the Bronx. Leah is from the Bronx. Where's that
Yes.
collabo at?
I know, right?
Cardi
Throwing a little
B.
Cardi B.
Cardi B.
Don't forget Cardi. Yeah.
Fat Joe.
Yeah,
Get Fat Joe on it.
Oh, kill.
What, Lee?
A Boogie with a hoodie.
A Boogie with the hoodie? Yeah. A
That
Boogie.
sounds like the perfect duet for me.
Yes.
Look back at it.
You got the Christmas in the City.
Yeah.
It's the project. It's just, you cheating. That's a cheat code.
What do you mean?
Anybody that sings Christmas songs are going to do well. Come on, man.
It's like
just-
singing a
By
religious
the way,
song at
I'm
the
not gonna
Apollo.
lie though, it's like a hustle though. There's like 5 people right now promoting Christmas records, and we
Yeah.
keep passing each other in the halls at events, and it's like, I see you.
It's a competition, right? Why you put 3 of the songs I put on my track list and on yours?
Right?
It's like Christmas
I
song
know.
beef.
I got a Christmas movie coming out tonight too on ABC, and the Christmas album. I'm doing concerts here in New York at the Cultural Center at the end of December, just to kind of cap up the holiday season and taking over Christmas.
This is a wonderful project. There's a lot of Christmas albums that we tune into at our home. This will be a new one that we could
you.
tune into. How did you select the tracks?
I did.
All of them?
Yeah,
Okay.
I wrote one, Christmas in New York. That's sort of like my love letter to the city. And then the other songs are all of my most favorite Christmas songs, but I also didn't want any songs that I'd already sang on Glee.
Okay.
I only had one that's a crossover, so there wasn't actually that many then. But these are my favorite Christmas songs.
Angels we have heard on high.
With Cynthia Erivo,
Mm-hmm.
who is. Do you know Cynthia? She is
she's
been here.
dear friend of mine and one of the most incredible singers in the world. And I begged her. I'm like, I know you're about to win an Oscar, but can you just come and sing on my Christmas record for me? And she did, and she's just the greatest.
Darren Chris?
Yeah, Darren from
Criss
Glee.
Oh, Darren. Okay. So you do keep in touch with cast members?
Yeah, Darren and I did a tour together. We went on the road and did a bunch of shows, and I love him, and he's one of my dearest friends. And then Jonathan Groff, who's also on Glee with me and now is in Frozen. And they're just, I wanted people that are from, that I wanted Broadway performers because I wanted to bring in that New York Broadway vibe. And both Jonathan and Darren were on Glee with me, so it's just all of the elements that I wanted to, put into this record.
Amazing career, amazing personality.
Thank you.
Sound like you got an amazing family.
They're pretty great.
But that ring is the most amazing thing I ever
Oh
seen.
my
Oh,
God.
Jeez,
You want to wear it?
Can I try it on?
No, I never. I don't let anybody wear
Oh,
it.
damn. Why you hide it like I'm going to take it from you, Leah?
She was like,
No.
no.
All right.
He was fast.
I
That's
got
that BX.
scared.
Okay.
The Bronx came out of you right there.
Well, she got to go. She's about to,
I like
know,
that, but
you-
not like that.
Like that. Like she pulled a knife out. I was like, I know you got to go perform.
Yes.
But thank you for being on the show.
Thank you so much.
We didn't even have to do the
I want
icebreakers.
to do the icebreaker.
You wanna
Let's
do
pull
one?
one.
Let's do one.
Let's pull
Okay,
one
okay.
icebreaker. Come
Okay,
on.
pull a card out.
I'm
This
that
is-
conceited. I want to talk more about myself.
Okay, this is a game called Icebreaker. It's out. It's available. I got it in a gift bag when I was in Spain
Okay.
recently at the EMAs. And you pick a card and you got to
Do the colors have any level of like difficulty or something like that? Or
This is
Leah Sway don't know. He
Oh.
this is something he ain't want, so he brought it here to work.
all right, I'll do green.
He's like, I ain't gonna. What I'm gonna do with this?
Okay, what does it say?
If you could create one holiday, what would you create?
Ooh.
Oh, like how Hallmark creates all the holidays?
Yeah.
I would create. Oh my God, that is a tough one. I would create the National Day Off Day. Where it's your
Yes.
day off.
Yes.
And it's a holiday. And
Okay, that's
today
good.
is
We like that.
We like that
everyone
one.
gets the day off
No,
just
day
because.
off.
Why not? You
Right.
work and then you get the holiday of the day off. That's tomorrow for me. It's my holiday.
Okay, great. Do another one.
Okay,
You're pretty
yeah,
good
why
at that.
not? Come
I know
on.
she has to go. I know.
This is fun though.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. You pick two. Do two.
Oh, which celebrity do you shamelessly follow in the news?
Oh.
That's great.
That's a really good one. What celebrity do I shamelessly follow? Like, who do I want to know? Like, what did you do today?
Borderline stalk. Not really.
Yeah,
Stan.
I would say. Oh wow, that's tough. I really like Jennifer Aniston. I know that I know that everyone kind of knows a lot about her, but I still am always like, what did you do today?
Uh-huh. Okay.
I know where you were work-wise, but like what was happening in between?
Yeah.
Right. Why haven't you posted on stories?
Yeah, what's happening in between the
missing
things?
hours.
They're missing out. One last one. Here it is. Lea Michele. Icebreaker.
Which piece are you when you play Monopoly? That is a bad one. I'm
Oh, you
not
like that?
ending
Okay,
on that
okay,
note.
okay, okay.
What's something you're self-conscious about?
Oh, that's a beautiful one.
Where do I start? Oh my God, where's my therapist? I am self-conscious about. Oh God, my nose. I have adult acne. Sometimes I look like I ate a food baby, but I didn't eat anything, and it's just there. There's a lot of things.
You have an amazing. What's wrong with your nose? What do you see?
I am Italian and Spanish, and so when like literally I'm so hairy that like you have to start with like the razor all the way at the bottom of your leg and just go all the way up the whole body in the morning. I mean, that was the really important question. to
That
end
was
with.
it. Yeah, listen. I'm sure people have just heard today on this show something they've never heard about. The whole Sasquatch syndrome that
There
you're
you
suffering
go.
from. I
That's
get
right.
it.
Follow me on Instagram, Lea Michele. You'll see it all.
There it is. Christmas in the City is out now.
Thank you.
Come back anytime.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Leah, you're a citizen.
Thank you.
I'll swear in the morning. Thank
like
you
you,
very
Leah.
much.